you like this kitchen space?
So far, so good, man. Just trying to get adjusted to the space, but
You miss the old place?
oh yeah, dude. No doubt. Every day. I started missing the old spot more because we were shut down here for 2 months. So throughout those moments, those tough moments, that's when I started missing the old spot for sure. But I mean, now we're here and now it feels better to be here, man. It feels a lot better. So dropping in the mahi. That's you right there.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of High and Hungry here. Surprisingly, I thought we were ready for the fun in the sun, but ironically, California weather is now kind of like Hawaiian weather. It just rains randomly beforehand. So even on the cloudy/rainy days, we came out on this bit of sunshine, or this spot full of some sunshine. So we're sitting here. I would say it's east side of LA, maybe like near East Los, right exactly around the USC Medical Center. You know what I mean? So to everybody out there that doesn't know where that's at, it's a very easy place to find. However, though, we're right here located low-key, if that's right. I know you remember them from last season. We're here at the one and only Correa's Market. I know the people that watched last season have hit me up countless times wondering what happened to the location. Hey, I went to Correa's Market, they weren't there. Hey, I went to Correa's Market, I wanted that ceviche, I wanted the shrimp tacos, they weren't there. Believe me, I was heartbroken when it happened. But we got actually an exclusive interview with Chef Edgar that's gonna let us know exactly what happened and how they got a new location out here in East Los. I ain't gonna lie, they're like right here in the, in the heart of the community. But it's like, I feel like people from the hospital, this would be people that leave the hospital, people that are passing by. It's a very busy area. They for sure, they don't know the gem that they have here. Like how much of an addiction they can have here of coming back and getting the aguachiles, the ceviche, and all this stuff. I know, birds. I know. Now they have a liquor license, so they're allowed to sell beer and wine. I already ordered a michelada because, you know, wherever they have alcohol, I got to take something. You know what I mean? I got to go ahead and take something. Maybe that's why I never lose weight, huh? No, but yeah, I got to have me a beer. You know what I mean? I'm going to run that shit off like I usually do. There's plenty of parking in the back for you to get high and hungry. I was wondering if maybe we could do an event out here and just occupy the whole parking lot during the summer. If you guys would like to see a High and Hungry pop-up where we have vendors pop up here in the back, that would be great because they would just have a place to come eat. They would have a place where they have exclusive vendors. You know what I'm saying? And they would come eat probably some of the best ceviche and shrimp tacos that they've had. Now today we actually came on a very good day because they're going to actually be featured on Grubhub. So they're going to be shooting a lot of the different food for you guys. You guys are going to get a first-hand look to see what the new menu is going to look like. Before we eat, you know, we got to do the high part of High and Hungry, which is brought to you today by Cali Blaze. Amazing hash roll that he has. The cool thing about it is that you got this whole row at the parking lot where you can just kind of blaze up. You enjoy it. There is a creepy hospital though. It's the old USC Medical Center, and from what I heard from Chef Edgar is that it's not occupied from the 4th floor and up. Like they should, if you're a hero, because like I think of like Spider-Man or the Hulk or whenever the Transformers had casualties, they never got held accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like, who held them accountable? Like, I'm sure Transformers fucked up the whole city, bro. There was, like, mad casualties. Nobody ever hit them up and was like, hey, bro, you gotta stop killing the whole people. Or, like, every time the Punisher shot somebody or something, like, bro, like, Daredevil was out here fucking killing people. I'm just saying, like, I think that's what Los Angeles needs. We need a hero, bro. It's like, everybody's like, hey, man, Spider-Man can kill as many crazy bums as he wants. Also, if you're wondering where you're going to get some of this gear right here, like the one I'm wearing, if you're wondering how do you get some of this, is that available? Yes, this is available at highandhungry.shop. There are different variations, so make sure you go to highandhungry.shop, take advantage of it. And yes, at this point, whenever it's certain items, I make sure that I guarantee everybody that orders something gets hooked up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that orders something gets hooked up with a magical gift. So don't forget that website. Go to highandhungry.shop, and don't forget to follow us at High and Hungry TV. We're gonna go check in and see what's going on in the kitchen. A hash hole does take a long time to smoke. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely got my work cut out for me. But this is definitely how you build an appetite. So like I told you guys earlier in the video, they have their license to sell you a beer now, and not just a beer. This is like the Latino Bloody Mary right here, a michelada. And I ain't gonna lie, this looks like a fresh michelada. Like, the weather is heating up to be something that's gonna be one of those hot summers. I already fucking feel it. And there's nothing more refreshing than some aguas frescas. Then you go get some agua. Then you go get a michelada and you get some fucking ceviche, bro. Ceviche is so refreshing when it comes to hot weather. These foods be selling out like a motherfucker, bro. The presentation on this is fire. I ain't gonna lie, it's not overdone with the chamoy. So cheers, everybody out there. How many of you guys out there actually like micheladas? Do you guys actually fuck with micheladas? You know how hard it is not to drop as I'm shaking. It's a good michelada, dog. I feel like there's a little secret ingredient in this, bro. He probably puts a little bit of the salsa in there, or a little bit of the juice. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a little bit of aguachile juice in this, dog. And if there is, dog, this is probably a little hidden thing if I'm on point. But you could definitely tell it's a good ratio mix. It's a fucking good michi, dog. I would have a couple of these here. The toilet wouldn't look good later, no. That shit is fire, dog. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I would have another one, dog. This getting me set up in like the Marisco mode. I don't know about many people that eat cocaine. I don't know how many people that eat while they're on coke. But when you when you have done it enough times where it becomes a recreational activity, you can eat on it sometimes. So we're here currently in like the middle of rush hour. I would say like it's 12 o'clock. It's a very packed time. But I just took a look at the menu and saw some of the items that we didn't have last time. So we got beer-battered and regular mahi tacos. But the one thing I was really excited about, I want to say, is the aguachiles negros. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie, aguachiles negros, I didn't even know there was a whole thing. I thought it was like a certain part of Mexico or a certain part where they would have this aguachile at. I don't know what makes it exactly like black, but you know what I'm saying? Or like dark. We're about to find out when we talk to Chef Edgar about it. But we definitely got the mahi tacos in the works, and we also got the aguachiles negros, which they did not feature at last time. The last time we had you guys here on High and Hungry, but this time we're gonna see what's up. And Ray's enjoying his rosé, of course. I'm already done with my michi. I ain't gonna lie, I do want another one. That's how bomb they were. There's definitely a packed one here, just for the sole fact that I told you guys, main truffle. It's a working class. Cheers. They offer tacos, burritos, tacos de birria. Do not also forget, with so many great things on the menu, the po' boy as well is probably one of their most legendary in itself. Just the way and twist that they do it. And I kind of want to have one just to have one on GP again. So we got the mahi tacos. These are beer battered, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say these feel like tortillas a mano, like they made them in the back. Ray, can you verify if they made them in the back?
Yes.
And of course, you gotta have the squirt of lemon on top. Look at that. They got juicy lemons, not that little ass stingy shit that you be getting at restaurants like at Torino and shit. Fucking hate that shit, bro. You get the dry ass lemon. You also got the habanero sauce. I ain't gonna lie, the habanero sauce, if you are like faint-hearted for hot sauce, it's probably not the one for you. But I like to feel a little bit of the heat sometimes. This is how much hot sauce I usually put on mine. Just a little dab, that ass. Look at that. You can see the juices coming out of it. Just dripping like a car oil leak. I ain't gonna lie, mahi is looking like it's gonna taste really fucking good. So cheers, high and hungry. They never fucking miss, bro. This is probably one of the tastiest fish tacos I've ever had. I feel like I can handle a little bit more of this. Even with the hot sauce though, because I was expecting like super flavor from the hot sauce. Last time I had it, that shit had me sweating. I'm talking about I was dying. The crispiness of the fish is, I'm not, if I have to be spot on, it's crispier than half of the fried chicken in LA. There's a few places that fucking have it, but when I can get this fish being this crispy out of here on the taco, the crispiness of this fish puts a lot of the fried chicken in LA to shame. Cause this, I mean, the crunch is not necessarily in the tortilla, not that it's supposed to be. I do like a crunchy tortilla, but just the little, there's a crunch it has just for it being fish. This is how bomb it is. I gotta have two of them. A nice little lemon on there. The hot sauce. You don't gotta go near the ocean to get good fish tacos around here. You just gotta come to East LA near the USC Medical Center and hit up Correa's Market, because this right here was well deserved and it's something that needed to be on the menu. I didn't know I needed to have mahi tacos, but this is something that I am so glad I didn't try it. Bitch ass islands. This looks like a very delicious strip of fish. Look at how, that sounds like a landline. I like that. That literally sounds like a landline.
Oh, it is.
It is, and it actually feels good to hear that, because it's a 90s kid. You actually, that's the sound of a busy restaurant right there. That's what it used to be like. Hello, so just let's get a take order. Bam. You hear it in directly 80s, 90s, 70s movies. That's like the standard rig when it comes to any restaurant. But it felt good to hear that. This is a real working place for the working class. I ain't gonna lie. You see a lot of them come through, but right here I have the grilled mahi tacos. You got a little bit of guac, handmade tortilla. You got the tomatillo. You got the onion sliced so thin, and I mean this is the fact that it is such intact. It's intact, all in one piece, but at the same time you got all the right seasoning around it. It's dripping with goodness. You gotta rub it back in there. You gotta rub its nose in it. That has more of a grilled chicken kind of feel to it, where you taste the smokiness of the actual grill. Not actual grill, but it's like smoked fish, you know what I mean? Because it's grilled. I'm not gonna say smoked, grilled fish. As compared to the beer-battered, you're really focused on the actual deep fryness of it. You actually get the beer batter in it. If you're more used to eating the traditional tacos, like if you want like the tacos de pollo, or if you like tacos de asada and all that stuff, this is probably the style that you're gonna go to. You're gonna want to go to. Like me, maybe because I'm a 90s baby, I'm more attracted to everything that's fried, because you know, all 90s kids freaking acted like fried food was the shit, and it kind of is. If I had to pair one of these tacos with the actual michelada, I'm gonna go with actual beer-battered tacos. This is very hearty for me. It almost tastes like a healthy ass meal, if I had to be honest. And the reason I say that is because it's grilled fish, so it's like, I want to say it's a lot less on it as compared to when you get a deep fried piece of fish. You know what it tastes like? It tastes like when you get if anybody ever had like ribeyes, or like not ribeyes, but have you ever had mojarras? But they chop the mojarra in the middle, which is fish, you know what I mean? It's like grilled fish, and then you have the mojarra with the fish, and then you take some of that mojarra piece and then you put it in the tortilla and you make your own taco. That kind of gave me the same feel like that. But because it's mahi, it's a little bit more of a savory taste, so it's not overpowered by the lemon like the mojarra. But this is definitely, it's a hitter. If I had to choose though, I'm gonna go with the beer-battered though. That's just the high and hungry opinion, you know what I'm saying?
tostada. So this is the ribeye steak.
All right, the ribeye steak.
So ribeye steak. Yeah, so pretty much that was like the idea, like use my uncle's general knowledge on sourcing meat, like using like the quality, the brands that there's out there, and bringing the tacos in, and using that for the menu here.
Is this different than the skirt?
Yeah, it's different than your skirt steak, than your ranchera, your chuco, your millo. It's a ribeye steak, you know. It's a lomo de res. It's not your typical carne asada meat. You know, this is more a little more of a splurge.
So there you
using the ribeye steak.
So there you go. You heard it here from Chef Edgar's mouth. That this is right here a ribeye steak taco. This is a hearty taco. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too big on too much guac on my shit, but if it works all together, I am definitely down with it. This is a big mouthful of a taco though. The tortilla is still warm. I'm talking about the carne doesn't even have that little side fat that skirt steak usually has. You know what I'm saying? But this, I always wanted to do this all my life, dog. When I was little, dog, I used to always tell them, how come we just grill carne asada? How come we can't get us extra steak and then throw it and put that in tacos? I never understood that why, right? They'd just be like, wow, you don't even get that much meat and all that stuff. I get it. Like carne asada is very like, yeah, put some of that on there. As far as this being an option when it comes to them having it on the menu, you can't go wrong. You got homemade tortillas, which is obviously more fulfilling and will fill you up a lot more than the actual regular tortilla guerrero or whatever you might have it. You got ribeye meat in there. You got good ass guacamole, and you got all the accoutrement ingredients in there. And you top it off with some lime. You can stop by here for some ceviche, or you can stop by here for some aguachiles, or you can stop by here for some tacos or a burrito. But I wanted to go ahead and try firsthand to see if their tacos got the pass here. Their tacos got the high and hungry pass here. They're definitely hearty. And not for nothing, te vas a llenar, güey. I'm feeling pretty fucking full at this point, dog. I'm not feeling too buzzed. I was like, the enchiladas hit the spot, but I gotta definitely, well, what I have here is the one and only aguachile negro. Done here at Correa's Market. Look at that juice on the side. It looks like the water coolant water where you need to change it for a long time. But this does not taste like water coolant water. Dude, it tastes delicious. And I ain't gonna lie, like visually, it gives me mad mole vibes, which I'm not too big on mole, but this is quite the big dish for you to pick up like an actual tostada. The only way I'm gonna pick it up like this is just to honestly give you guys the money shot, as you call it. Look at this. My hands are dripping here. You got the aguacate on top. I've had a hella aguacate today. Cheers, y'all. Aguachiles negros. I don't know what the black stuff on top is. The sauce on top, it doesn't add necessarily a spice to it, but it does have a little picante mixed up, but not to the point where you're gonna be sweating. It does give me mad mole vibes, but not in the chocolate sense. I actually don't know anything close to describe what the actual taste is like. If you've ever had a rub on the wings and you know that rub is like a very dry rub, it's almost like you get a layer of dry rub on top. The texture on it is almost what it reminds me of is like the stuff in the bottom that settles in the horchata. You know what I mean? It's like if you were to have like that and put a spice version of it and just throw it on top. I'm gonna, if I had to choose, so am I gonna go with the aguachiles negros, or am I gonna go with what is it? Correa's Market regular mango aguachiles. What's the deal with the black stuff on top?
So the black stuff is it's the sauce. It's pretty much like the base ingredients of the aguachiles, the green ones that we made. Mm-hmm. But in order to give it that color, I char up a tortilla, which that's where it gives you that earthy essence of that flavor, like you said, like mole, almost similar to that. So
that's layered.
Yeah, exactly. So that gives it the color. Charring up the tortilla, and then we also add a little other secret ingredients to give it that extra flavor to blend everything in. Perfect for that J, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
The smokiness from the tortilla is perfect to pair up with that.
Exactly. I mean, hey, this is high and hungry. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely a must try. If you want to have a different twist on your aguachiles, this is a must try. You can order one of these tostadas, like the one I got here. It doesn't no pica, like for you motherfuckers out there that are gonna be soft. I'm talking about pussies for stomachs. You know what I'm saying? Though it doesn't fucking have that kick that you guys are gonna start sweating. But it does have a bunch of flavor. If you're not too fond of the smokiness in food, I would definitely order the regular one. But aguachiles negros, worth a try here at Correa's Market. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the one and only Chef Edgar. Thank you so much for having us back here.
Thanks for coming back.
From another Edgar to another Edgar. You know what I mean?
Thanks, bro. For sure. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you for inviting us again, man. I feel like we had to come back because, unfortunately, I mean, for everybody that doesn't know, can you explain what happened, bro?
Oh yeah. So at the old spot, I mean, we really had no plans on letting go of the old spot. It was always like in the foreseen future of obtaining a place and having like more seating for people to sit down and eat, and the dream was to have at least
brick and mortar.
A brick and mortar, yeah. That's in the culture behind eating mariscos. You need, if you drink beer, if you drink alcoholic beverages, you got to pair it with the beer. Long story short, it was just some rent increase problems with the old spot that were a little unexpected, and that's what kind of led us to closing up shop in November. And then we were already talking to the owner from this spot for I think like a year ago, that we were talking to her because my uncle came across this place, and he was trying to negotiate, see if it would make sense, moving out. But at the moment it didn't make sense because we had the store and having two locations at that time, like we weren't ready for it. So you were barely kind of getting the hang of the other spot. Yeah, exactly. And we put it aside. Luckily, we were able to renegotiate again with the previous owner from here, and then she was still up for the idea of letting it go.
How did your family take it?
I personally took it. I took it a little bit harder, and not in a personal way. It was more like
disappointing.
It was disappointing that it was cut short, just because that spot. I grew up in that spot as a kid as well too. We moved here to Lincoln Heights because of that store. As a family, we moved together. So I remember as a kid, I was like in 4th grade when we moved here, and I grew up in that store. Just on the daily, just going in and out. You're getting chips, working there sometimes on Saturdays, helping my uncle out. To then now selling food there, and
it's almost like when if you ever had the experience of moving from a childhood home, and you're like, I grew up here, I had like my first 5 birthdays here, and you know what I mean, and you have certain fond memories like that. So I can see how that place kind of meant that to you, and it meant something different for your uncle. Would you say that this new location in Correa's Market, I was telling Ray while we were eating, this place might have been like a blessing in disguise.
Our busiest days over there were Saturdays or Sundays, and that was like if there was like either a holiday or the weather was good or whatever. And right now, like, we're seeing a little bit more foot traffic, more people coming in just for the food, just because the reputation of this spot already had. It's been a cafe for the past like more than 30 years.
So this location was a previous cafe.
Yeah. So the previous name was like Arts Cafe, and it held that name since like since like 78, I think.
Oh damn! So it had been here for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, for a second, I was like, this sounds like one of these gentrified places that is like oh, we'll just call it Arts Cafe and fit right in.
Yeah. Funny thing is, like, it had the name Arts Cafe, but it was more like Mexican, like fast food spot. Like tacos, burritos.
Like a burger joint with the yellow paper.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, like
no, but ever since the last segment you guys did, met a couple of people that we met that had seen us on the previous episode, or like on the podcast that we did the last time. And just this Friday we had a pop-up at the brewery, the Benny Boy Brewery, and some guy was there, and he was telling me, he's like, oh yeah, I saw you guys on the podcast. So that was cool to see, man. That's cool. It's always cool to see that people are like they learn about you from the show, and it's humbling to see that.
It's humbling to know that people out there take our opinions and all our stuff very serious. We took a chance, just like how every restaurant takes a chance on opening up a location, and we took a chance at making a vlog or a food vlog like this, and sure enough, slowly but surely, it's turned into one of the most fun things and passionate things that, I mean, a lot of things that we put passion behind. You know what I mean? Let me rephrase that. Slowly but surely has become one of the most things that has required both of us to focus on, put all our focus together and just make it grow in different angles, and at the same time experiencing and learning about food, respecting it, learning about different cultures, experiencing them, just all around seeing different demographics, bro. And that's ultimately what the food experience is about, bro. Because at the end of the day, dining out is it's very, we take it a lot for granted. I would say, in my opinion, we take it for granted a lot as being Americans. Yeah. But there's to a big population in the world, it's a novelty experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Dining out is supposed to be a novelty experience. It should be a novelty experience. It's not like a regular thing. So when you go out there and you take the time to go to a different restaurant, you want to get 100% satisfaction. And this is one of the places where, even if you gotta wait a little bit because it's busy, you're gonna be waiting for some bomb food, and that makes it worth it. And like I said, you seen what we did? Just go to the parking lot real quick and just light up.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah,
do what you gotta do before you gotta prep for a meal, but get hungry. But yeah, man, like you said, dude, I feel the same way now that I've been working in the industry for 6 years with food. Definitely when I go out and when I have a meal, I'm more appreciative of what I have and the flavors behind it, because at the end of the day, someone's cooking a meal for me, and
oh shit.
We put it out.
Oh shit.
That's my little girl.
Oh shit.
Let me. I'll close the door.
I had to pick up, make some room for dessert.
We have dessert, bro.
You have
we haven't started selling dessert, but one of our customers, he just brought over some.
I was gonna say, what was that?
Bro.
What was that secret cupcake handoff that I saw, bro?
He also
is that guy? What's the name of that cupcake company? Is it for Smorgasbord?
No. He's just a customer, one of our customers.
Does he make a heta cupcakes?
No, he just makes them in house. To be honest, I haven't even tried. I didn't even ask what they're made out of, but he did bring choco flan on. He did bring choco flan last week. So just to sample them out, and then it's a good choco flan, bro. The cake, it's like a brownie, bro, like the brownie texture, and then the flan on top. It's
we're gonna have a third episode, bro. Every time you got some, you got something new. Well, there you go. Now including dessert, bro. There you go. And like I said, this place or places like these get support because of very much, not to sound like PBS, but because of viewers like you.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, we have we're fortunate enough here in High and Hungry to have the opportunity to broadcast it to you guys. And the only thing we could ask from you guys, I would love for everybody to buy a piece of merch. But the only thing I would ask is that you guys go to this place to support them, bro. And this is one of the places that I hold very dear to me, bro.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I mean? I do a lot of restaurants and I check them out, but this is just, no matter where it's at, just the way your family is, the staff, and you're my tocayo, dog. It's always made me feel giving me a very homey environment, and not to mention that Mariscos is one of my favorite foods.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite. I hate the ocean, fucking hate it, bro.
Yeah.
But
have you had any Edgars yet?
But the food that comes from the ocean, I'm all down to eat that shit, bro.
A couple of Edgars pulled up, man. Not gonna lie. There's a high school right here. You got a couple of them coming down, and
they all look like that.
Taquachos?
They bring out those vibes, a couple of them, but I don't know, man.
They turn it into Knott's Berry Farm real quick. Where can they follow your page at?
So it was Correa's Market on Instagram, and now it's Correa's Mariscos. But yeah, just the new name for our spot. We took out the market from the name, so it's Correa's Mariscos and Cocina, and the Cocina was just to describe the variety that we're bringing to the menu.
Thank you so much, Chef Edgar, for having us here. It's been another great episode here at High and Hungry. Thank you so much, everybody who has been building an appetite while just getting high. And I don't know what you're going to eat, but I hope it's one of the places to be highlighted here on High and Hungry. Make sure you stop by our merch shop at highandhungry.shop. Follow us on Instagram at High and Hungry TV. We're always updating for the behind the scenes. And we're hoping that you're enjoying this season. Do not forget to hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe. Leave a comment in there exactly what would you order from Correa's Market. Not Correa's Mariscos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, evolution, bro. That's what it's about, bro.
Evolution, man.
It's the kind of evolution I like, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with that being said, we'll see you guys on the next episode. High and Hungry, we're out.